Hello, everybody. Hello,
Ooh.
hello, hello.
Oh, you
Welcome.
disappeared for a second. I'm
I
like, where'd
did
you go?
disappear. I was like, what happened? What happened? Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday.
No.
We are live. Live. I just want to make sure that we're live, that I press the right buttons today. And guess what, Laura?
What?
It is Carson's birthday today.
Happy birthday
Birthday
to
to
you.
you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday, dear
dear
Carson.
Carson. Birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday to you.
So you know that when I used to work at a place called Bennigan's, I don't think they had them out east.
Then again, it sounds familiar. I think I
Kind of
might
like
have heard about it.
it's kind of like a TGI Fridays, and we used to do
Yeah.
this. Happy birthday, and this is your special day. Happy birthday. That's what we're here. We can't say, hey, happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday from that against you. Hey. And then there's another place that I used to work at called Ed DeBevick's. It's a 50s, 60s style
Can you
restaurant.
say that again?
Ed,
What?
Ed DeBevick's,
Oh,
where
okay.
you could be a little sassy to the customer. So if they
Oh.
didn't finish their food and they wanted dessert, you can be like, nope, you didn't finish your food. And then you could walk away. So it was fun. Anyway, we used to do this song that I'd love to do for Carson later. But it used to go, this is your birthday song. It isn't very long. And then you stop and walk away. It was like the best thing ever, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So, sorry, got a little sidetracked there. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Elias Petrus. I am an intuitive motivator, psychic medium, and author because a new book's coming out in 2 months. And
Woohoo.
I am joined by my amazing, talented, heartfelt, authentic, and full of integrity.
Aw, right back at you, Elias. Hi, everyone. I'm Laura Wooster. I'm an intuitive medium and podcast host. And I used to say radio host, and someone said, there's no radio anymore. You guys say podcast. I'm like, okay,
That's weird.
podcast host.
Yeah.
And yes, that's what I am.
And both of us can be found on the same podcast channel at mindbodyspirit.fm. Go check out our wonderful programs and make sure that you're liking and subscribing here on YouTube on both of our YouTubes. So please do what you can to say hi, say hello, and welcome everybody. Our new week, it's a new Monday. It's the weekend after Lionsgate, Laura. I don't know about you, but Laura Lionsgate, I was gonna say Laura's Gate. Lionsgate, I'm just kind of we're moving into Laura's Gate, everybody.
I'm
Laura's
on the
Gate.
other side of the gate like this. That's
That's
cute.
funny. That is cute. That could be your new cards, just like this.
It's like home improvement.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Welcome. We always laugh here, you guys. It's
We
always
do.
good.
We do.
And Lionsgate, I don't know about you, Laura, but Lionsgate kicked my butt a little bit.
It
Did not
did me
sleep well
too.
for 4 days. How about you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. Like, I feel a lot lighter in a lot of ways
Mhm.
because it just feels like a lot's been lifted off of our shoulders collectively for whatever reason. But sleeping has been the pits. And the past few days is just gone. Yeah, everybody I know who is having trouble sleeping right now. So it's definitely
It's just,
something.
I think it's a lot, but I have been filled with a lot of gratitude, like a
Yeah.
lot of gratitude, like
Yeah.
heartfelt. I mean, I've always have it, but it's really like when I say it, I it makes me almost want to cry
Yeah.
when I
Same.
start saying it. It's just odd. It's very odd.
Yeah.
Um, okay, everyone is saying hello and wishing Carson a happy birthday. And that's my new favorite Halloween costume is the guy from Home Improvement, the guy behind the fence.
Yep.
That's funny.
That's the one.
So what message can we share with everyone today?
Let's see. So I am what deck are you using?
I'm going to use Denise Lynn's Sacred Destiny Oracle deck.
Beautiful.
Not used this one in a while, and I'm going to use that. And I did get a card, and I think it's very apropos for what we're talking about. Carson said, "Oh my God, the sleeping." I know it's
Ah,
crazy. It's
yeah.
just been crazy. Willow decided to wake me up this morning at 4:50 a.m.
Oh dear.
And I was like, "You've got to be kidding, sister. You've got to be kidding." And she's like, and then, she just do a little wiggle butt, and I'm half asleep going like this. I'm like, "No, no, it's not time." And then I hear, I'm like, "Oh, come on." And obviously she had to go to the bathroom. So if I go downstairs, I'm awake. It's not like I can go back to sleep. I'm up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Same here.
that's the punchiness, guys, this morning. So please forgive me. Here's a card for today, opportunity. And I love this opportunity card because I think for many, we don't take the opportunity. Usually, when we get a no, we stop.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, the answer is no. Well, are you still going for the NO, next opportunity? Are you just saying it didn't happen, it's not going to happen, so I'm done? I think with all this energy that we've had is really about stepping into the gratitude and really understanding that these opportunities come for a reason, whether we get it or not, whatever it may be. It's an awareness that we haven't had before, and I think that's part of the opportunity.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. So the cards I'm pulling from today are the Messages of Light cards.
Mm.
So, anyways, I'm going to pull a card for all of us today. And while we're doing that, if anybody has a question, if they want us to pull some cards for you, just let me know. Detachment. Okay. Pretty
Oh,
card, right?
yeah, that's
Look at the
pretty.
light body right there. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Um, okay. So I let go of the outer world and reconnect with my inner harmony. By detaching from the stress and worries of everyday life, I am able to find true peace. This is a source of infinite love and light within me. To find and restore my sense of being, I drink from this inner well and not from external sources. So
Mm.
it's looking within for validation, not without. So it's always a good reminder. This message has been coming out quite a bit for people. Like, stop looking for validation from outside of you, from outside your own spirit, your own soul, and there you go. So hopefully that's what the message everybody needed to hear today.
And that's been happening a lot, Laura. People, like the life coaching clients that I'm talking to, all have said this week that they're just looking for it, whatever it may be, to
Yeah,
happen. And this person hasn't shown me it. This person hasn't done this for me. I'm like, well, what about you?
right,
What
right.
about you? Because if that person was gone, that person was no longer with us,
Mm-hmm.
we're still stuck with ourselves.
Right,
So are we waiting? Like you said, we need to get that validation from us. I think it's so important. Good
exactly.
morning, Emma. Emma said, ugh, I needed that. Okay,
Good, good. Well,
go ahead. Carson says, can I get a card as my New Year theme card? Oh,
ooh,
because it's your birthday, Carson? Is that why?
yeah.
It's your birthday today? Okay. Well, since it's your birthday today, um, Carson doesn't like to recognize it. So I'm recognizing.
Multiple times with song.
I get a card. Sure, you can get a card. Please hold.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do the same.
Okay,
I'm going to shuffle. Okay. New year.
just spell out.
Okay.
Okay.
Carson says, I never had a big brother, but what?
You're funny. You're very funny. You're super funny. Let me show you how funny you are later. Hi,
All
Carson.
right.
Good
So,
morning.
so
Okay.
what do you have for Carson
Well,
alive?
for your new year, minus the last 2 minutes, um, um, thriving, thriving. You are gonna be thriving, and here's the important message for when you have giraffe animal spirit guide medicine coming through. A giraffe is always looking forward, so always seeing farther in the future, but also look at their long neck.
Mm.
That's a lot of vocal cords. So it is about speaking up for yourself into the future, speaking of what you want to see happening in the future, minus the last 3 minutes. But looking at that part, okay? There you go. That's what I got.
And Carson, what I have for you is fulfillment. And that's a pretty good. Look at that. Look at the
That's
beautiful doors
pretty.
opening up and the
Very,
sun
very pretty.
shining through. Isn't that beautiful? And look at the I'm assuming those are doves, so I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
there's a piece.
very pretty.
My projects become the perfect fulfillment of myself in harmony with the universe. I believe in myself, in my potential as a creator. I make my dreams come true. Thus, I fulfill through my daily actions, through unconditional love, faith, wisdom, and positive thinking. So be it. So there you go.
I
You've got
like
a good year.
I like
Good
that.
cards for an
Great.
awesome
That's
year.
great. And I'm going to I'm in my head hearing this. So I'm like, no, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Say something afterwards. Don't say anything. Nope, I gotta say it now. Laura, I think if for you to come up with a deck of cards would be awesome.
I would love to do that, and I've thought about it for a couple of years, and it's one of those things I just kept putting on the shelf and putting on the shelf, and I would love that. Yeah.
Because I'm just going to share something with you because with AI, and this is for everybody, guys. I mean, really, the computer can be your friend. Really, can be your friend. I put in this thing just for fun because I wanted Laura. You guys puts out some amazing information on her Facebook posts, on her social media posts, and she always comes up with like either these great sayings that she has, and then she puts a really pretty picture and I'm like, I want to be like Laura. How can I go ahead and like do something? So I put in AI. I said, I've said this several times on social media where your heart goes, spirit follows. And I'm like, oh, let me get something really cool. So, I'm like, where can I find an AI drawing?
Mhm.
And I put that in and I said what I wanted to be like very ethereal and really pretty and the moon and it came up with this. Look at this.
Oh, that's pretty. Wow.
So,
Gorgeous is that?
yeah, so and I know that you take pictures and I was like, "Oh my god, wouldn't that be interesting? I wonder if there is a program that you don't have to like, no copyright where you could
Mhm.
use the AI pictures and use them as some like pretty pictures like the deck that you just showed."
Yeah, it's possible. I have to do some research on that and make sure that yeah,
I
to
would
be
like to
something
see a
unique.
deck from Laura. How about you guys? Would you? Let's go. Let's sign petitions. Let's go. Let's do it.
I would love to do that. That would be awesome, actually. I would love to do that.
Carson says, "For snap's sakes, you two, thank you. Those are wonderful." Is
I've
that
never heard that phrase before.
for snap's sake? Yes. Minus the last 5 minutes for snap's sakes. Thank you. Thanks, Carson. Good morning, Chris from Iowa. Thanks for being here. Does anybody else have anything that they want to share or a question besides wishing Carson a happy birthday today, please feel free to do that. And let us know. Let us know. Laura, you've got something coming up that's like this week, right? Is it this week or next week?
Yeah. Well, in person, in
In
person.
person. Where
Yeah.
is it in person, Laura?
Yeah, on on Sunday, I'm doing an event, a mediumship event with my dear friend Lori Sheridan in Salem, New Hampshire. Not Salem, Massachusetts, but Salem, New Hampshire. And it's at Luna Bistro. And we've been there once before, and we're excited to go back again. So yeah, check it out. Go on my website, laurawooster.com,
Yeah.
and you can find it there.
And when are you going to be back in? I just have to say it, guys. Methuen. When are you gonna be back in Methuen?
In October, I'll be back there with
October.
Christine
Okay.
Masterson, and then I'll be in New Jersey the day after that. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome. Awesome. Um,
you got going on?
what do I got going on? Do you remember on TLC? Do you remember the show Mama Medium?
Yes. Yeah.
She's gonna be on the ship with me in December, and
Oh,
I
fantastic.
wasn't able to get her on the same time that we had a couple other people that were gonna be on the ship all together. We thought it would be kind of fun. So
Mhm.
she's coming on my live on Wednesday. So Jenny Marie at TLC's Mama Medium will be on, and we'll be talking about connecting to your loved ones. So, and this work is fascinating, the work that Laura and I do, you guys, because we all do it a little bit differently. We get our information, and that's just like you guys. Laura teaches classes on mediumship, and everybody gets stuff differently. You don't have to be a cookie cutter. There's many different ground rules that should be followed, but
Mhm.
the way that you perceive the information can be very different because that's how unique you are, just like your loved ones are very unique in spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's gonna be exciting. I can't wait to see
yeah,
that.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be good. It's gonna be good. Dina says, I'm feeling stuck with my health. I've tried many things, but nothing is working to help me feel better. A card
Hmm.
for direction. Okay,
Okay. Alrighty.
for
I
direction.
always have to say this when someone asks about health. I always say I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical intuitive, but we'll do the best we can. And okay. All right. So, what does Dina need to know about health? I'm going to pull a few different cards from a couple different decks, I think.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Um, all right. So, sort of this affirmation card that came up from the messages of light, the source of joy. So, here's something to focus on. I'm going to pull a couple other cards as well, and also Elias will as well. Source of joy. Once more find the joy of living like a child. Events will not plunge me back into sadness and despair. I let go of the negative. I hang on to life's beauty and to everything positive around me. I re-enter my heart and I find joy and serenity once more. So this might be a great affirmation to keep close by when you're feeling really down and not feeling all that great about the situation that you're in, that you're challenged by. Just to keep your energy up. Um, and while I'm choosing a few cards here, Elias is also pulling cards, and we'll see what
Mm.
is it you need to focus on. Okay. So what have you got?
So, two cards and then a card from a different deck. So, the two cards that come up, Dina, are these love and adventures. Now, this is interesting for regarding health. So, I'm going to read it this way: to really love you in the way that you are right now, right here, today, to love you for the good, the bad, and the ugly, whatever it is, you are coming from a place of love. You are looking at healing with love. And again, like Laura said, we're both not medical doctors, but my belief is that when we have a dis-ease disease or whatever that may be for you in an ill, it's always about something, to me, energetical that happens that causes that pain or that frequency, whatever that may be. And I think to bring a little love into the situation, a love of self, is going to help with the adventure moving forward. And if you can see this as a gathering information for the adventure, I don't know why that comes to me like that, but gathering the information for the adventure may be helpful. I would also suggest, and I've said this on my lives as well, um, the late Dr. Stephen O'Connor was a functional medical doctor. And I would say that if you in your area went to IFM ice cream frankmary.org and look up a functional medical doctor, there might be something there that might be helpful for you. Again, it's just a suggestion.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling that. For some reason, I'm feeling. Before I get into the cards a little bit, um, the second set of cards I pulled the affirmation card. Then I have these. Um, Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I just get this sense of symptoms being addressed, but not the underlying cause. Like there's just something, like there's dancing around things, and just sort of that's the sense I'm getting here. So
Mm,
I 100% agree with Elias about talking to a functional consultant, a functional medicine consultant of some kind, um, and getting to the deeper cause of this. I don't know. I just feel like they're just putting out fires and not going to the source of it. The one thing I'm getting here is there's something emotional here that's coming up, and this is not a blame about why you're feeling stuck with your health. This is more of addressing how can you focus on your own emotions as you find a solution with your doctor. Okay. So what I'm getting here is temptation, emotional withdrawal, and the solar plexus card. So with this, all this together tells me that there's a lot of beating yourself up, like that you haven't found the solution yet, and it's driving you crazy, and you're kind of beating yourself up, and negative talk, and all these things are coming up here. And so, what this is reminding you is to, until a solution is found, to address each day, each moment, actually, where are your thoughts? Where's your confidence in yourself, and the fact that you can find a solution with your medical team to figure out what's going on here? It's just reminding yourself of that you've got this, that you're supported, even if you don't feel like you've found the right person to support you yet medically, to affirm that you are supported, that you will have support, that you will have a solution coming to you. So there's something here. There's sometimes when we don't feel well, a lot of times we can beat ourselves up for not feeling well. Like I should be feeling better by now. And it becomes more of it's, yeah, it's, we can feel very defeated. And so, in the moment when you're feeling defeated, go back to, I am supported. I am slowly but surely getting well. My health is improving every single day. Anything that can move you in that direction of supporting you emotionally and energetically as you find a solution with your doctors. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Carson says energy workers will always look deeper than the physical representation of the disease and the dis-ease in the body. Rather, they look at how you mind, body, and spirit take their role in healing and disease. It's a teamwork thing. It's not physical, energetic, everything. So
right. Agreed. Agreed. Evelyn says, how can I connect with my oldest daughter without getting pulled into the yuck?
yes, okay. All right. So, yep. Well, here's the thing is recognizing what you have control over and what you don't. That is number one. Okay. And the other thing too is, as a mom, there's a unique circumstance that you have with your child. And I'm speaking as a mom. We're sort of a safe place for our children. They can throw dirt on us, mud on us, yell at us, scream at us, and vent all they want, knowing we'll always love them, even if we don't like them in the moment, they know we'll always love them. We're the safe place for that. So sometimes when someone's really deep in the muck, they will just throw stuff at you, and it's not personal. So 4 agreements be really good, would be really good to review. Take nothing personally, even though it feels extremely personal because it's your child. Um, but also recognizing what you have control over, what you're able to help them with, what you're able to not. And there's also an exercise in letting go of our children as they grow. A quick affirmation here. A glimmer of hope. I no longer doubt life or focus on dark feelings. I believe in myself and keep my faith. The obstacles before me help me grow and come closer to my divinity. There was always hope, always a light, even in darkness. God is always there to help me with my difficulties. So it's always going back to your own spirit, your own soul, and recognizing no matter the difficulties you may be having with one of your children, that you are loved, you are supported by spirit, by by source, and that things can get better. So, and what do you have, Elias, for her?
I chose a different deck for you, Evelyn. It's the Angels and Aura Oracle deck by Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser. And this is an interesting card. Your desires are within reach. So, and look what it says: faith, patience, excitement, and relief. So I think following those steps, faith, patience, excitement, and relief. And like Laura said, oops, wrong way. Oops, wrong way. Like Laura said, it is, if you look at the Four Agreements, that
Yeah.
book, The Four Agreements, read that. It's a short book. It's really an easy read. But look how there's 4 pieces here. You have to have the faith, you have to have the patience, and as you're getting more into that patient piece, there's excitement of like, okay, this is possible. And then there's a relief of like, whoo, got through it. So it's these 4 steps to really understand. And then, yay, kind of want to like, yay. So
Yeah.
I think, that's possible for you. It is
Yeah.
recognizing that it's their stuff, not
Yeah.
your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really
Exactly.
important. Really important. Um, Diana said, I told my husband I want a divorce yesterday. Can we have
Oh,
a card pull for fun?
for fun, huh? Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. Okay. Wow, the Lionsgate is bringing a lot of stuff in for people.
sure is.
My goodness. Okay, Diana, let me pull a quick one for you, and then
And as you're doing that, Dina says it does help you both hit items that I feel right now. Thank you.
good, good,
And
good.
Evelyn says I have that book, haven't read it yet. I guess now is the time. Thank you both.
It's a
Okay.
good book to reread from time to time, just as a reminder. I am harmony. I do not get involved in the sadness or darkness around me. This is also good for, um, I'm sorry,
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Okay. I do not get involved in the sadness or darkness around me, for it does not belong to me. If there is anger or oppression, I push it aside. I center myself and create a protective bubble around me. In my bubble, I live in the light and I am harmony. Now, when I like, just to remind it, like, this is not being in denial of what's going on. It's a very big difference between being in denial about what's within your control and what's not, and what the situation actually is. But it just helps us to get centered and to remind ourselves our own spirit, our own soul. Um, so what do you got?
Healing
Ooh,
chaos.
yeah. Wow.
So as somebody that went through a divorce, and I have to tell you guys, um, Laura was the first person that I called up, and Laura's words of wisdom, to this day, I'm so forever grateful for you. And it's not that Laura gave me permission to do what I did, but Laura was giving me um, honoring how I was feeling. So you have to honor how you feel,
Mhm.
Diana. You have to honor how you feel. And here's the thing, if you don't heal that chaos, that chaotic, whatever it is, that stuff will come into the next relationship if there's another relationship. It is important to say, you have to own your side of the street, whatever that may be. And as you're shifting and working on you, you have recognized stuff about you and you have to be upfront with that. So you're healing the chaos to transform. Sometimes when things are brought up, the other individual might say, okay, I'm on the bandwagon with you. I didn't recognize that. Let me get my caca together and do it. Um, in my example, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. We
Mm.
went through therapy, just a couple sessions, and it was a no-go. And that's okay. It's all right. It just proved to me that I had to continue doing what I was doing to still work on me. And, the outcome is great. I'm forever grateful for the experience. Was not fun going through it, but forever grateful. But I think, Diana, for you, I hope this makes sense, is to heal the chaos. So the chaotic mind, we talked about this last time, the chaotic mind within, the noises that are within, and the chaotic noises that are on the outside as well. I hope that helps.
Yeah, that might indicate too that, sometimes coming out of a very chaotic experience, could be a relationship that day-to-day chaos of the relationship that you're in, and managing the daily interactions. It takes a while to heal from that as well. So,
Mhm.
so plenty of space and patience with yourself as you move beyond that.
Rose has a question too. There's a two-parter here. It's the recent ninth anniversary of my mom's passing. I'm feeling lately everything about the house, any information or insight. And then she says, my sister's name was Evelyn. She was such a bright, shining light. I think she's around too. Feel like a shift is coming up.
There you go.
Rose.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's a
Hmm.
big hmm.
So so it sounds like she's got a presence in the house, or she's feeling a presence in the house. That's how I interpret that.
Um, yeah, feeling that energy, but also it's the anniversary of her mom's passing,
Yeah.
ninth anniversary of her mom's passing, and um feeling lately something about the house.
Hmm.
I think, and Rose, because I know you, I think you already know what to do about the house. I think you already know. But if you'd like a card from us, we can give you a
Oh,
card.
I see. Oh, she just said, I'm living in the family home. Oh, okay. All right. So it's not that you're feeling a presence in the house. You're sensing that you need to make a decision about the house. Is that what I'm saying here? I was like, okay. Just want to make it clear what's going on here. Alrighty. So, a lot of times when like if we have a decision to make, or a situation we have to decide upon or get some insight on, sometimes we'll shelve it for a bit, right? And then our intuition will bring it to the surface again. So it reminds us to revisit it. So if you're starting to feel that, like it's just starting to rise a little bit more into your awareness, there may be something that you need to consider about the house. Is it letting go of the house? Is it that there's something around the house that needs to be addressed? There could be a couple different things here. I could really dive into this. um, what am I going to say here? Okay, here's what I'm kind of seeing here, Rose, and I think it might be the first thing that comes up rather than like letting go of the house right now. It feels like there's something out just outside the home that needs to be addressed with repairs. Like, I don't know if it's like a deck or stairs or a, or a railing, or there's something here that might need to be fixed. It feels like more of an immediate thing, just for safety reasons before it gets any worse than what it is. So it feels like it's just outside the house. So like, I'm curious if there's something that needs to be taken care of there. And this is not, obviously that could be just for your own, living in the house, but also preparing it potentially for sale. Rose is feeling that they're around in the house. Cool. All right. Great. And wonderful. Just say hello. Just say hello. Yeah. So what do you pick? Are you picking up anything, Elias, around the house?
Well, it's funny. I pulled a card because I know Rose, so I'd rather go with like, oh, let me do a card instead of, I know Rose. I don't want to be, okay, this is what I'm thinking, Rose. But
Yeah.
look at this. Trust. Rose, you are very intuitive. You are a very intuitive person. Need to trust yourself and what you're getting and the information that you're receiving. You mean like the whole house? Slightly turned a fixer upper.
There might be something a bit pressing that's just outside the house, is what I'm seeing. So yeah.
There's something that I need to show you, Rose. So if Laura can chit chat for a minute, it's right around the corner. I hope John didn't move it, but please hold. Please hold, callers.
Okay. So let me pull a quick card on the fixer upper house. Okay. Politely turn to fixer upper. I love it. Alrighty, Rose. Okay. Okay. This is telling you already know what you need to do with the house. You already know. You just might be putting it on the shelf probably too much. And right here, when this card comes up, a lot of times this indicates a new lease on life, which could come on the heels of either moving the property along, selling it if you feel like you need to, or doing repairs that are needed within the house. But there may be something coming up here about this house, about either letting it go, or you already know that you already know what you want to do with the house, and just going forward with it, and just knowing that once you do that, you're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel a sense of renewal here. So it just may be time to make a change. Let's see. Tara says, Carson, I am your birthday twin. Happy birthday. There you go. Happy birthday, Tara. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I can't share it. Oh, I thought I was going to share the comments, but I can't. So happy birthday, Tara. The two Leos here in the room, Carson and Tara. Very cool. Alrighty. Andy's back.
I was looking for a snow globe, and the snow globe is really cool. And I know that you like this snow globe, Rose. So think about it. When you shake a snow globe, like you have the vision and you shake the snow globe, just imagine everyone. You shake the snow globe, it's like, right? It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then you stop it. And then, you watch it fall, all little pieces fall. And then you have that original vision. What is the original vision that you are hoping for? So I know, because you've mentioned it, that you would love to live out here. You would love to live out here. What's holding you back? If they're knocking at your door and they're with you, ask them, is this the right time for me to consider or gathering stuff? Like Laura said, you've got to get stuff going, the fixer upper, or you sell it as a fixer upper.
Yeah.
It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. Happy birthday, Tara. Happy birthday. Let's see. And happy belated birthday, Sharon. All the Leos in the house. Oh my goodness. Rose says, thank you both. This is so helpful. Absolutely right on. I haven't put any of my touches decorating in this house yet.
Yeah. It's like once you fully commit to either staying or going, then you will. It's just, yeah, there's something about can you do the you did
There you go.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Oh
lordy.
God.
I can't believe we're way past our time, Laura.
Yeah, we've been a long time.
Um,
Is that a
so
cat?
what is it?
Rawr, rawr.
Arr. Oh, for the lions. Arr. Yeah,
Cat
gotcha.
ladies unite.
Um, anything else you got going on, Laura, coming up?
I have a class next month through the Journey Within online called Soulful Manifesting. I don't think
Mm,
it's up for sale yet, but mark it on your calendars. I think it's September 20. It's on my website, anyways, under events. September 23rd, I think it is. But yeah, I'm so excited. It's the first time I'm teaching this class, and it's online. So anywhere in the world that you are, you can join the class. So Elias, what do you have coming up as well?
Coming up, I have a free class called Unlock Your Psychic Senses.
Ooh,
That is August 22nd. And truth be known, it is kind of a precursor to the 13-month program that I have coming up.
oh,
And
wonderful.
that is Enlightened Insights Circle. And that is all about psychic development, mediumship development, and personal development. So we're going to talk about all three. And sometimes what happens, everyone, is when you are wanting your psychic abilities, because we're all intuitive, every single one of us, and your mediumship abilities to like kick in or pop in even more, what
Mhm.
happens is that the way that we feel about ourselves is going to smolder that fire of that intuitive fire that is within. So if you're talking crap about yourself and you're hearing yourself talk crap, your
Mhm.
clairaudient is going to be downsized a little bit. So let's talk about the personal development too, about how can we
Oh,
love ourselves a little
important.
bit more.
That is so important. It's so much. It's so especially if you're wanting to hear your own intuition more clearly, because if your self talk is sort of influencing what you're sensing intuitively or psychically, you're not going to be a clear channel for spirit. So
Right.
great that you're teaching that. That's a fantastic focus for a whole year. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Chris says, I get so much out of watching. Thank you, everyone. You're
Oh, thank
welcome.
you, Chris.
And Carson says, Chris, right? Right? I
Right?
love starting my week with these two. Oh, thank you. We like starting our week out with you guys as well. So guys, please go like, subscribe, follow our YouTube channels. It really helps. Please go to mindbodyspirit.fm and look at our podcasts. You have a new one coming out, right? Like,
I have one coming out this week that's gonna be
yeah,
posted this week, and
yeah.
then I have another one that I always do a live broadcast, and I bring guests on, and they do readings and everything while I'm recording the podcast. So I have that coming in a couple of weeks. I have, psychic medium Steve Spur coming on, the cowboy psychic.
Cowboy
So
psychic,
yeah,
yeah.
he's great. He's got a great sense of humor, and I can't wait to have him on, have a great conversation with him. So, you can go to my social media. I think it's on Instagram, on Intuitive Laura on Instagram, and the link tree has a link to RSVP for that live broadcast that we'll be recording the podcast in a couple of weeks with Steve Spur, and also it's on my Facebook page. So
And that's guys, if you haven't gone to her page, if you just go on Instagram, if you go to Intuitive Laura, it's right there. And that's it. So and here's what it looks like.
yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
there's Intuitive Laura right there. So she's got a check mark, a blue check mark. You know it's her. And there it is. You're so photogenic, Laura. You really are so photogenic.
I don't know. I'm not feeling. I'm 55 now. I don't feel photogenic anymore.
You do not look your age at all.
Oh,
Honestly,
thank
truly,
you. I
you
appreciate
don't.
that.
You're
Some
so.
days, though, man.
I'm 55 too, and that's just from here to here. So, God help me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next Monday for
Yeah.
more intuitive insights, and it's really good. So thank you for joining
Have a great
Magical
week, everyone. Happy
Monday
birthday,
Musings.
Leo.
Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful, Emma says, "What? Laura, you do not look 55."
Oh, yeah.
55, you're 55. I know. Do you know what I mean? I mean, she looks
I'm
35.
definitely
She looks
55.
35. Yeah, I'll be 60 in December, you guys.
Woohoo! 60,
Crazy.
6, oh,
Crazy.
that's wonderful. That's
Oh
awesome.
my God. Oh, God help us. All right, everybody, have a beautiful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for
Have
being
a
here.
good one.
Take care, everyone.